just have to
Okay.
get chairs out every now and then.
My guess would be.
We have 2 minutes.
Meeting occasionally, stuff like that.
I'm usually flying in, you know, like,
But this time I actually remember it being the right building.
Fertilizer,
oh, I know I actually.
Hi, Nancy.
So that's time I ever pulled in.
Your mics are going live.
Oh,
What's that?
Beware. I said your mics are
I
going live.
forgot, that's right. What did I say?
Somebody said that.
This is so pretty.
No swearing.
Oh my gosh, come on, that's a fun find.
Thank you.
No, Ryan, when are you?
I don't know. But I said, what do you do? Because I divided up some of the houses at Johnny, they were like this big, and then the whole far south side and the back side.
Yeah, so I'll take off.
So
And where do you teach
Yeah.
it?
I chopped up these.
What's
They're actually, one of the fronts a little wilted, but it'll come along. But the big
You know,
one,
Ted's mom was an elementary school teacher in Pontiac. 15.
so we left. It's okay.
It's
Should be done.
We got a duck in our bushes.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you have to have a special heart
Do
to.
you? Yeah. Oh, your sister.
Okay,
Whoa.
Holy shit.
it's 6 o'clock, June 10th. I call the DDA board meeting to order. Can we rise and say the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everybody. Can we get a roll call, Jerry?
Stauffer,
Here.
Raska,
Present.
Clark, Herrick,
Here.
Wingelmeyer.
Here.
Delaney,
Here.
Hembry,
Here.
Elliott,
Here.
Cuxey.
Here.
Do we know if Lisa had asked to be excused?
She has not to my knowledge.
Okay. You have before you in the packet the minutes from our May 2024 meeting. Do we have a motion to accept the minutes?
Motion by Winkelmeyer to accept.
Second.
All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those who do not? Okay. The minutes of May 2024 have been accepted. You also have before you the agenda for this evening. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved. Sorry.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Nay? Okay, the agenda has been approved. We also have been provided with the financial report, May 1st, 2024, the beginning of balance being at $424,333.57, ending balance $420,828.19. The detail has been provided with all of the expenditures and revenue, including all of the checks that have been written. Can I ask for a motion to approve the financial report?
Motion to approve the financial report.
Second?
Second.
Are there any questions or comments with regards to the financial report? Okay, Nick has asked us to do a roll call with regards to the financial report, since it is dealing with finance.
Okay.
So could we have that?
Cuxey,
Yes.
Hembry,
Yes.
Herrick,
Yes.
Wingelmeyer.
Yes.
Delaney,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stauffer,
Yes.
Raska.
Yes.
Okay. The financial report for May has been approved. At this time, we will open up for public comment for those items on the agenda. We ask that you make your comments specific to those items on the agenda. Does anybody have any comments? Yes.
Anna Matson, 15091 Western Valley. That is loud. So a few months ago, I emailed Nick and Bob Hoffman when he was chair concerning the attendance on this board, because our village president, when Ms. Hembury was appointed, made it a point to say that attendance on this board is bad. So our bylaws, the DDA bylaws, say DDA board members are required to attend all meetings, unexcused absences from 3 consecutive meetings per year, or absence from 4 total meetings per year, excused or unexcused, shall be considered cause to remove a member from the DDA board. So I'm just going to go through the totals of everyone. I'm just going to include the 2 people that were just off. So Hoffman had the least amount of attendance, so if that was important to our village president, he should still be on this board. So Hoffman had 1 absence the past 12 months, Stouffer 2, Herrick 2, Cuxey 2, Delaney 4, so that this is now people that have cause for removal now. So Delaney has 4, Wingelmeyer has 4, Hembury 5, Salfaro 5, which he's gone now, and Clark 7. So it's just when you say one thing but then do another, that's hypocrisy. That's the definition of hypocrisy. So if we care about attendance, we need to take the actions to actually care about attendance. I understand life happens, but we probably do 10 meetings a year, maybe 9. So if you're missing 4, that's like half the meetings pretty much. So it's just really important. So, and when we're also considering new positions for the board today, also consider that, people who are present. Taking a step back too, I just want to talk about the role of government. Whether you're appointed or elected, the role of government is to be a representative of the people. You're not here to serve your own interest. So I am so excited for 2 new fresh faces, especially you. We've never really like one-to-one talked, but I know you love your community and you want what's best for Holly in general, and that is what a politician should be. So I'm so excited for you. I know. So that's what the founding fathers wanted for our country, that our elected appointed officials, you represent the people. So there's just been comments on the board every now and then that I've observed where it's like, I don't have a dog in that fight. Well, as a representative, you should have a dog in every fight that comes before this board, because you represent your people. And sometimes that means putting your own interests aside to vote for what the people want. So, thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments on the agenda? Okay, we will move into new business, which is next on the agenda. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome our 2 new DDA board meetings, DDA board members. Mr. Dave Elliott at the far end joins us from Battle Alley Brewing. And
Welcome.
Jerome Maska, we're excited to have you as part of the board.
Welcome.
And we look forward to your contributions. Thank you. Your great contributions. Okay, old business. We have the elections of officers. So at this time, we will take any nominations. We'll start with chair.
They don't even have name tags. You can't see what their names are.
Well, they're brand new. We'll get them.
Well,
I'd
it's-
like to nominate
that's kind
Linda
of
Stouffer
unprofessional.
as DDA Board President.
Well, this is kind of awkward. Is there a second?
Yes, there is right here.
Okay. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we have a new chair. Thank you. Do we need to do a roll call on that?
No, you don't
We're
need to
good?
do a roll call. You
Okay,
have it.
we're good.
Question.
Okay, next up is for vice chair. Do we have a nomination?
I'd like to nominate Jerome Raska. You have enough experience on former other DDAs that I think you'd be a great fit.
I will second that. Any discussion?
Yeah. I just want to say that I appreciate that, and I would be more than willing to do that, but I want everyone that's on this board to understand that that's not a practice I'm used to in working with DDAs. Generally, someone has to serve on the board for a while before that. I do realize I have 17 years of DDA experience, so it kind of might help, but I appreciate it, and I just want to make sure no one else is interested, because by no means do I want to step on anyone's feet.
Okay. Well, let's check. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, Mr. Raska, you are now the vice chair. Okay, we also need a nomination for secretary. We have a discussion? Do we have a nomination?
Lobby secretary.
How you feeling about yourself, Holly?
I don't even.
Want to nominate Holly?
Yes. Yep.
Okay,
I would love that.
awesome. Do we have a second? Second. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, we now have a secretary. Good job. Okay, we're going to move on to committee reports. Do we have any to report from any of our committees?
Promotions Committee needs to schedule a meeting. We just did have Art in the Alley. I didn't confer with you guys, but it looked pretty darn busy to me and thought it was a successful event. The cafe was busy, town was buzzing. I think the only negative feedback that I read was about parking, which is, it's like a bittersweet thing. It's great that we're busy, but we know that that's a problem that we have to address in the future. We've always talked about our parking, but I thought overall it was great. Getting people in town is the goal. Getting people to shop and come back and be downtown, midtown, uptown was great. So I thought it was a successful event.
And all ages too, which I
Which is
love.
great.
Yes,
Families.
absolutely. And what's next for promotions?
Car show, this in the alley, my open mic.
This in the alley?
Open mic night, I think is our biggest.
Sidewalk sales.
Thank you, sidewalk
last
sales in the
weekend.
chamber.
Yes.
So we'll meet about that and get it on the books and get it together. Good stuff.
Okay, any of the other committees?
The design committee, they did a walk through the park at Ganshaw, for doing their plans. I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know when that tree's going in front of the train depot place. That's the railroad. I'm not sure. I think it's ordered, but I don't know when it's coming in. Doxel Farrell was the head of design, so maybe we'll have to get
I can't hear what you're saying.
maybe we'll have to get a new person to run the design committee. I think it's up to you, Ryan. You just pick them.
Is it?
I think so. I think.
The heads of
I think
committee?
you just appoint him. Well, Doxel Farrell was the head of the design committee. I don't know how you get appointed.
We'll have to ask Nick on that.
Okay.
I'm not,
Yeah.
All right,
quite sure.
all right.
Yeah.
Well,
I would think it would be up to the board chair, but I might be wrong.
Well, that's Nick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that Nick has talked to him about continuing to help support.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to be on the board to be a member of any of our committees. So I think Dr. Safaro has generously agreed to continue to be a part of that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
yeah, that's very good. Nick has included his written report in the packet. If anybody has any questions with regards to that, we could put it in record, but obviously we'll have to wait for his return. Any questions with regards to his report?
Well, I
No.
know Nick's being very humble when he said helped with the presentation, because Nick actually was asked to give a presentation at the national conference, so.
Awesome. Okay, next on the agenda is the village manager report. Jerry?
No report tonight.
No report tonight. Okay. Public comment. Is there anybody that would like public comment? Go right ahead.
John Love. I'd like to kind of give an update on where we're at with Tacky Town. The clock has been fixed, so it now has the right time on it. So we're making some progress. The water fountain is unpainted, and it's an eyesore, and it doesn't work. But we're Tacky Town, we have a great tradition. We can't fix that kind of thing. It's an insult. Also, Christmas is over, but we have Christmas lights on all the light poles. It looks tacky. And also we have Christmas banners on the town. Oh, when's Christmas? It's over. Then we got the big problem, the Holly Hotel. I've talked to both parties on that project, and it's, I don't know, we don't know what's going on. Nobody's doing anything. I've had dealings with the village in the past. They were going to tear down the mill. I had to stop that. I did, but I had to spend money on lawyers to do that. And then the gray lady, the building next door, they were going to tear that one down, stop that. The house I'm in the process of refurbishing over on Sherman Street, that one was going to be torn down too. 1895, leaded glass window in the bay window, oak trim that's museum quality in the house. But that was going to be torn down too. Then we got to do something to save and take care of this Holly deal with the hotel. This is a historic hotel. It's it's a part of the town. It's the anchor. But we don't know what to do. Well, I'd like to encourage you to set up some meetings, write some tickets, do something, because they were on top of me on all these other projects that I did, including rebuilding 4 blocks downtown where the Blackthorn is and the other stores there. That was boarded up with a snow fence in front of it. And I fixed that. So these things can be fixed, but they're not. I don't like this place looking tacky. So what can you do to do something about it? You know, you're people that are the leaders of our community. So the first thing is to have a meeting, have these people come down here to the DDA, do some tickets, do something, not just we're waiting for the ship to come in.
Thank you. Anyone else? Hillary?
Hillary Allgaier, 121 Alley Street. So I want to welcome you two. It's going to be my pleasure to work with you on events and whatnot. I'm the volunteer coordinator. I don't know if you knew that, or I'm Hillary, and you know me. So this Saturday is the food truck rally and concert at Holly Foods, and although it's not a DDA event, we typically help them out with volunteers, and I'm really struggling to get volunteers. And Mr. Kinnaman wants the chamber members to serve the alcohol. So I'm hoping that if any of you are chamber members, you would want to maybe volunteer and help out with that. I have like a family event that day, so I can help with like setup, and I'm gonna get as many people in place, but I'm like pulling teeth to try and get this together to help. So if any of you, I know Mr. Wingelmeyer, you helped last year, hopefully you can help again with the beer. I didn't arrange any volunteers to serve alcohol because none of my volunteers are chamber members, so maybe you guys could help out with that.
What time is the event, Hillary?
I think it's 5
5 to 10.
5 to 10, yeah. So, and I can help with like setup, tear down, stuff like pre-event and get as many people in place. I asked Nick to see if the coalition can do the ID checks and work that part of it. I'm hoping they're going to, but he's on vacation right now, so, but I mean, I'll do my best with getting as many people, and my dedicated few and my crew will be there, but,
What time are you setting up?
well, so we do the setup the night before, so after Holly Foods closes, we'll set up which that part is fine, we don't need any help with that. The day of, he'll need people to like help out with like taking out, I mean, it's a tacky, trashy event. No, they generate a lot of trash though, so it'll be like throughout the event emptying trash. And last year he had chamber members doing taking the money part of it. So I might be wrong to assume that he has that. I don't know if you know if there's anything in place for that, but I'm just throwing it out there. I'm struggling with getting people, and I feel bad about that, but I don't know what else to do. So here we are. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hillary.
Thanks, Hillary.
Anyone else? Yes.
Anna Matson, 15091 Western Valley. When I first started to come to DDA meetings, our budget, or our balance was about 200,000. And now we're at 420,000. I never in my life thought I would need to tell government to spend money, but I need you guys to start spending money. If you don't use it, you should just give that money back to the taxpayers, do a tax decrease. I know a lot of people talk about the depot moving as like really the only big project, but from my understanding, that's a separate account that's based on donation grants. So again, by state law, the DDA board is about infrastructure. So fixing a lot of like the bricks and stuff in the alley, like we really need to spruce up the alley, like more tables, more chairs would be great. Stuff like that. And you're gonna be really good with the north end, sprucing up the north end. And making it balanced. I would love to see like the street light poles all the way down into the north end too. So during Christmas time, it has the Christmas lights wrapped around and everything. That's the kind of stuff that a DDA does. Chamber is more events. Obviously, you guys pair with them a lot, but the chamber is supposed to be more events, promotions. DDA is supposed to be more infrastructure. So, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yes.
Ryan Matson, 15091 Western Valley. Just wanted to take a moment and congratulate Nick. I saw the last meeting, I wasn't here, but the reason he's not here, he's celebrating his anniversary, which is just awesome, 25 years. So I just wanted to congratulate he and his family for that. And then also just take a moment to welcome you too. Mr. Elliott, I've not had the pleasure of meeting you, but I've been to your establishment since it's been taken over, and you have a wonderful business and a wonderful atmosphere. Happy to see you on the north end. And Jerome, just wonderful to see you. You're an advocate for this community. I remember the first time I met you, it was at your grand reopening, at the shutdown and everything, and Andy just gave the wonderful speech about everything you did to help her and her time and everything. It just speaks to your character, so I know that you'll do wonderful things here. So thank you all, appreciate it.
Thank you. Any others? No? Hearing none, we'll go on to board comments. Does anybody have any general comments? No?
I do think there is a concern over Lisa Clark's attendance.
I agree. I agree. And I don't know what the proper procedure is for that. I know that we had addressed that in the past with another individual, and that individual was released from the board. So I think that's probably something Nick needs to do, but I will touch base with him on that. I agree.
And I would just remind everyone that Ms. Clark's seat is our resident seat. So per our bylaws, we have one resident of the DDA district that sits on this board.
And how is that person then chosen? Are they chosen, the volunteer, and then there is it you that chooses, or?
Yeah, in the same way that any other board member is selected. They would be nominated, would be a good word for it, by the village president, and then confirmed or approved by the village council.
Okay. All right, more to come on that.
I have a question. Back to the food truck rally thing. That's strictly ran by the chamber, is that?
Yes.
So they don't coordinate, are they coordinating their own volunteers? How does that?
Yes, they are.
Because last year I know that there was a lot of coordination in that, so I didn't know, like.
I did it, yeah, the coordination last year, and I'm not getting people.
I think we got the bartenders filled out. There's people that volunteered to come put the fences up the night before. He is looking for some volunteers during the event. It's tough to get volunteers nowadays. So.
I know. I mean, I have a few,
Yep.
you know.
And we do too. We'll make it. It'll be fine. But you're more than welcome if you want to volunteer.
Yeah, I have an event from like 2 until I'm not sure what time that evening, but I'm right behind
Yeah, I
you,
know,
so I just
walk
pop over. And,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, it's really critical to get those ID checks done correctly.
exactly, exactly.
Well, and these people, but I'm really hoping the coalition can do it, because that's like right up their alley, you know, and they've got quite a few people. So hopefully. But I have a couple of people lined up for like the beginning, but it conflicts with another engagement that day, you know. All of my volunteer friends, they're basically my friends, are all going to the same event, and I'm not going. I'm going to a different event, a family event.
Okay, any other comments from our board members? Yes.
Couple things. One, committee assignments. I did meet with Nick because I asked for an onboarding meeting. And so he went over some things with me, and we discussed possibly me being involved in design committee. I know you personally showed interest in economic vitality for me.
For you.
I will help on both, but I can't chair two.
Right.
So I'm willing to do either one and chair one of them.
Okay.
I will do both, but I will only chair one. Let's put it that way. So whoever wants to pick that, I don't care. And I think you kind of feel the same way. But that's up to you.
Yeah, certainly, yeah. And I'm not really tied to any particular committee right now, so if there's a spot that's needy, I'd be happy to raise
Awesome.
my hand. Okay.
Thank you.
And the only additional comment I wanted to make was about the residency. On boards I've worked on in the past, as a board, we discussed what our actual needs are for a member,
Yes.
because we look for the pool of talents that someone might possess.
Absolutely.
So if there's, and I don't know what our needs are right now because I'm so new, but whatever that need may be, that we think we could find a resident that could assist with that, it would be in our best interest to kind of go towards that direction. And I know the discussion page will just blow up over it in regards to whoever we picked, but the reality is that as a board, we should really be looking at the best interest of what our needs are.
Absolutely.
And we all have different strengths and weaknesses up here, and so whatever we determine to be our best need is how we should select our resident seat, in my opinion, and what I've worked with in the past.
Very good. Anybody else? Hearing none, we'll adjourn this meeting at 6:29 PM. Our next meeting will be July 8th at 6 PM.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Do I get a tiara? I want a tiara.
Next meeting, okay.
You'll-
I don't want this. so-
You'll have one.